Manduke go here for where? Genesis chapter 31. That is what we are studying today. Genesis chapter 31. Let's go. Now, Jacob heard the words of Laban's son, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and from what was our father's, he has acquired all his wealth. It is the same lie that you hear from Christians, from Muslims, from Jews, from spiritual people, from everyone who believe in God. They always claim that you acquired all your wealth by God's grace, by or through God. You are not breathing by God's grace. When you labor and achieve anything, it is not by God's grace. If you work for anything, you did not get that thing by grace. You get it by labor. You worked for it. Stop living in the fear of God, ascribing your glory to imaginary being simply because some people decided to make life miserable for themselves and expect other people to be miserable like them by ascribing their glory to imaginary being, hating themselves and loving imaginary being. That's crazy. Get out from that cult. Free yourself and enjoy yourself today. Verse 2. And Jacob saw the countenance of Laban, and indeed it was not favorable toward him as before. People changes. Remember that. When it comes to business, when it comes to money, people changes. Your worst enemy can become your best friend, and your best friend can become your worst enemy. The countenance, the facial expression, the body language of Laban changed. Maybe his sons approach him and said, Don't you see that Jacob? Everything he has is from you. It's from what you have that he achieved what he has achieved. Deal with him. Is he not the same thing you are doing today? Praying against those people you say they are unbelievers. You are wishing and praying for your God to punish them. Yeah, you know what you are wishing. When you say you will pray for me, you are wishing me ill. You are wishing me evil. Because maybe today you cannot come physically and beat me, but you are projecting it inside. Although you, with mouth you are saying, I'm praying for you, you are wishing me evil because you are worshiping evil. God is evil. Verse 3, then the Lord said to Jacob, return to the land of your fathers and to your family, and I will be with you. This is another lie that many people are living on. When life is when condition is hard for them in particular place, they suddenly have vision of God sending them to somewhere else. They were suffering in Africa. Then they decided to flee to America or to Europe or to Asia. After the government of whichever country you want to go to grant them visa, then when they get to that place, they say, it is God who chose them to be that place. He said, wherever you are, it is a place God prepared for you. You left your parents in the village where they born you and run to America, to Europe, to Asia to fight poverty, to erase family from your poverty from your family. But you believe it is God who made it possible for you to be there. Don't you see how stupid you are? By believing that nonsense. And you, despite your level of education, despite of your old age, you still believe that nonsense that where you are today is by God's grace. Where you are today is because God made it possible. No, it's not. Where you are today is because poverty chased you away. The thought of poverty is what chased you away. You began to have that vision. It's not any God that tell you to go anywhere or to return anywhere. And when you are getting old in abroad, you know things are getting harder. You know healthcare is costly there. You begin again to have vision of returning back to Africa. Then after you will say it is God. God, let you to America and bring you back home safely. Some people return in coffin. Are you better than those ones that return in coffin? And why are you returning at all? Why did you leave that place in the first place that you have to return? How many white people are returning from your village back to America? How many white people are returning from your village back to Europe? How many white people are returning from your village back to Asia? How many of them? Stop deceiving with yourself with the Lord, God. That is a lie. Verse 4. So Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field, to his flock. He's not led by any God. Jacob was led by the words of Laban's sons and the countenance of Laban. It is right there. But you see how they injected God there. The Lord said to Jacob, return. No. It's like the story of the prodigal son in the book of Luke, chapter 15. He came to himself, not any God. Not any God. And you need to come to yourself. It's when you come to yourself, you will return back to your real inheritance. And Africans, our heritage, our real inheritance is not spirituality. It is the entire world, nature. We have to go back to nature. When Africans say go back to your root, it is not spirituality. It is not belief. It is not faith. It is not culture. It is not tradition. It is origin, nature. Africans, we are the original people. Nature is our origin. We are not hybrid or human beings like the white people. If you like, continue letting your education to continue deceiving you. Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field to his flock. He called his wife. Let us go to the field where your father and your brothers will not hear what we are discussing. He said to them, I see your father's countenance. Not God laid it into me. That it is not favorable towards me as before. But God, the God of my father has been with me. Where? Show us where God was with Jacob. God was with Jacob when Laban gave him wrong daughter he loved. God was with Jacob when Laban tricked him. Was it 2 times? God was with Jacob. He was working for what he had. After all that, God is with me. God was with me. That's why I made it. It's a lie. Nobody makes it in this world by any God or spirit help. People make it through knowledge and hard working. That's the only way you can make it in this world. Unless you are a thief, like the ministers of God. Unless you are a thief, like the politicians. Okay, let's go. Then, verse 6, and you know that with all my might I have served your father, not by God's grace, with all my might. My people is not by spirit, says the Lord. It is by might. It is by power. If you don't have power in this world, you are a noisemaker. You need power. Don't you see how when a president, because he has power, he begins to do bullshit? What if all the people have such power? Why will you let another man ruling over you? You give that man power over your life. Then you are using your might to even serve that man. That man is still living better than you. You stood still at the red light. The man just came with siren and passed. But you say you are the one that elected him to be your servant, to serve you. Nobody that has power can serve you in this world. Nobody that has power is serving you. See how your government is serving you now. How are you living? Huh? Think. He said, and verse 6 again, and you know that with all my might, not and you believe. You know, I labored to marry 2 of you. I labored to do whatever, to have whatever I have today. Yet your father have deceived me and changed my wages 10 times. Where was God? Jacob said, but God was with him. Yet his own master, who happened to be his father-in-law, have deceived him and changed his wages 10 times. God was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. It's when he get to the number 10, that's when God suddenly remember you. He wake up now. All these years you have been suffering, but now you labor to make it say, God has remembered me. You go to church to give thanksgiving. God has remembered you. You go to mosque to give thanksgiving. God has remembered you. You begin to lie to people, to others, that it is by God's grace you made it. He said, your father has deceived me and changed my wages 10 times, but God did not allow him to hurt me. He did not hurt you when he deceived you. When he changed your wages for 10 times, he did not hurt you. The only time you believe something bad happened to you is when you are dead. That's when you know something is hurting you. That's when you know somebody is hurting you. You are hurting. God is not blessing you anyway. You are suffering. Wake up. Verse 8. If he said to us, the speckled shall be your wages, then all the flocks bob speckled. And if he said to us, the streaked shall be your wages, then all the flock bob streaked. So God has taken away the livestock of your fathers and given them to me. Jacob lied there again. Jacob is a liar right from his childhood. That's why he lied to his father to rob his brother's birthright or blessing. According to the Bible, if you read chapter 30 that we studied yesterday, you will see that it was not any God, it was Jacob who was placing the stick before the animals so that they will give birth to the color he desired. It's not any God. Oh, you say God gave you idea. It's not God. God don't give such idea. Such idea already existed. God cannot give you science. Science is already here. Science simply means knowledge. That's what your brain does. Your brain dares to know. That's why when you see things, you are curious. You want to know what is behind it, what is happening. That is the function of your brain. That's why you feel hurt when somebody betray you. That's why you feel hurt when somebody deceive you. But when you believe in God, even the hurt that people are heaping on you will be like, no, I'm not feeling it. Why you are feeling it? You are complaining, you are crying, but you are saying, no, I'm not feeling it because God has blessed me. You are lying to yourself and to others. After you achieve something, he said, God has given that thing to you. You are part of the problem in this world. When you labored and achieve anything, stop praising God. Stop thanking God. Praise yourself. Thank yourself. Keep that glory to yourself. Stop giving it to any imaginary being. Stop giving it to any person. If there's any person that assisted you in achieving that thing in reality, thank that person also. Praise that person also. Give the portion of glory to that person. Stop giving anything to God who has failed to help you. If God can help you, you wouldn't have to work to achieve anything. You won't have to labor to achieve anything. Verse 10. And it happened at the time when the flocks conceived that I lifted my eyes and saw in a dream. Let's talk about dream. Somebody asked, then what do you call dreams? Dream is image of your thoughts. If you pay attention, you will see your eyes are seeing many things that you don't even see immediately, but your eyes saw them, recorded them, and you are in you, but you didn't see it, like you didn't focus on it. That's you focus on particular one, but your eyes is see more than you focus. That's why when you sleep, you are taught because your eyes has already recorded those things in your brain. You begin to see the images, what you believe, what you saw, or what passed through you, but you didn't recognize it that time, but you recorded it. Some people say recorded in your subconsciousness, But the main thing is this: your dream has nothing to do with divinity, has nothing to do with supernatural, has nothing to do with God. It has everything to do with your thoughts. That's why they tell you that your thought is not his thought. Your dreams, your visions, your revelations are products of your thoughts. There is no God giving you any message. There's no God giving you any vision. There's no God giving you dream. There's no God giving you any revelation. It is your thought. Remember what he says also in the Bible. He said, as he thinks, so he is. I want to show you another thing which they stole from nature and put in the Bible, telling you God is not any God. He said, as far as your eyes can see, it is yours. He said, all the lands that your eyes see, they are yours. Everything you are seeing in your vision, in your dream, in your revelation, they are yours. They are product of your thoughts. And they are yours only until you work them out in reality. Then others can see it and confirm, yet what you saw was true. Until you work it out, it is hearsay to others, and they are not real. Your dreams are not real until you work them out. Your visions are not real until you work them out. That's why you see some people have vision of going to, they go. If it is God that gives you vision, he will transport you from where you are to where that vision is. But you see how you walk your way to get to that place. You say, yeah, my dream has come true. You walk at it. If you don't walk at your dream, it will never come true. You can wish all you want. You can pray all you want. Your dream will never come true until you walk it out. Remember, as far as your eyes can see, they are yours. They are yours, not mine, not ours. They are yours. Somebody had vision or dream of making car. That's how we are driving car today. If the person only have that dream in his head without working it out, we won't have car today. It's not any God. And that's why they won't give Africans the glory due to them, because the moment they begin to give Africans the glory due to them, nobody will believe in any God or worship any God. They'll begin to believe and worship Africans. And that's why the first being to be worshipped was a black woman. He said, and saw in a dream, and behold, the rams which lived upon the floors were streaked, speckled, and gray spotted. Then the angel of God spoke to me in a dream, saying, Jacob. And I said, here I am. And he said, lift your eyes now and see. All the rams which live on the floors are streaked, speckled, and gray spotted. For I have seen all that Laban is doing to you. I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed the pillar and where you made a vow to me. Now arise, get out of this land and return to the land of your family. The picture of religious people today, I just read them to you. What they see in their head, they say, the angel of the Lord said to me, God said to me, I know what I saw what I saw. You cannot make me to unseen what I've seen. You only saw it in your head. It has nothing to do with reality. For us to see what you saw, you have to work it out and they materialize. Until it materializes, it is yours alone. It has nothing to do with us or with any God. Jacob lied. He's a liar according to the Bible. In chapter 30, he tell you what he did, how he put sticks together to do that natural thing that people do. It's like when I was growing up with my grandma in our village. You know, when another family have a strong he goat, and everybody around want that he goat to mount their she goat so that they can, produce. You will see me drag that she goat to that other family, and they hold the head down, the ass show like this, the he goat jump, go, 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 go. Do it a couple of times, you take them. They tell you it's pregnant. He get back to little ones. It's not any God. You don't need God to know how to cross the road. You don't need God to know how to eat food. It is natural thing. You don't need God to know how to develop your land. It's natural thing. And everything we need to develop our land is in our land. We don't need white people. They are the ones that needed us because their land lack what we have. Wherever we go, nature follow us. Natural resources follow us as original people. They are in agreement with us. That's why we weren't warlike people. We were builders before the warlike people came, invaded in the name of their God, and destroy our tower, destroy our cities, destroy our heritage, destroy our science, rob us our science also. Today, they are claiming to be the owner of everything they stole from us, or everything they made us work to build for them in their place. Then Rachel and Leah answered and said to him, is there still any portion or inheritance for us in our father's house? Woman, think about it. Your father gave birth to you the same way he gave birth to, as his father, but father doesn't give birth, is the mother. But you know what I mean. Your father have you and your brother. Why are you not living in your father's house as your brother is living in his father's house? Why not? They subjugated you. Today, majority of you see it as a normal thing. It's not normal for you not to be living in your father's house as a woman. Living in your husband's house means you were sold by your father to your husband. You are a slave to your husband. You are not a free person. But in your father's house, you can only be a free person there. You cannot be a free person outside your father's house. Think. Yeah, you call it your culture and your tradition. But hear what these women asked their husband. Is there still any portion or inheritance for us in our father's house? That's why your father married you out, so that your brothers only will share the inheritance. You cannot share inheritance with your brothers once you're married. If you are married, you don't have any portion or inheritance in your father's house. Now you have crossed that bridge, they burned down the bridge. You are not going back to your father's house once you're married. And if your husband divorces you, even your father will say you are cause. We say you are the problem without investigation. The same way God is always right in this world, the same way men are always right in marriage. No matter how, unless you are talking about all these fake marriages, they are, but in true marriage, the master is always right. The slave is not right. It's the master. Are we not considered strangers by him? Yes. When you give your daughter's hand in marriage to another man, you have considered that your daughter a stranger. That's why she has to be visiting her father's house now, no longer living there. Think. Why are you a stranger to your father? Your father has made you stranger. You are strangers by your own father. We married women, you are strangers. You are no longer freeborn. You are a slave. Wherever they marry you to, you are a slave there. That's why they change your family name. You no longer belong to your father's house. You are now a property that belongs to another man, a slave. For he has sold us. That's what marriage is. Exodus chapter 21, verse 7. Our father has sold us and also completely consumed our money. When you are giving your daughter's hand in marriage, you are selling your daughter to another man, and you know you collected those money or all those other things that are required in marriage. You collected and you eat them. You didn't even give it to them. Why not give your daughter the bride price paid on her head if you are not a wicked father? Why not? Why not keep your daughter in your own house if you are not a wicked father? Evil fathers today. Religion made you evil. God made you evil. For all these riches which God has taken from our father are really ours and our children's. Now then, whatever God has said to you, do it. Religious women, ooh, they know. They know the truth, but they choose to live by the lie. They know the truth. See, they join the lie. All these riches which God has taken from our father are really ours. So they are yours. And God take it from your father and give to your husband. No, the man worked for them. God did not give Jacob any of you. He labored to have both of you. And God did not give him any riches. God did not take any riches from your father and give it to your husband. No, your husband worked for them. Say whatever God said to do, say to you, do it. Whatever God said to you, is it not the same lie they lie about Mary saying to servants, whatever Jesus says to do, do it. In John chapter 2. The lies of the Bible, the same lie in Genesis is the same lie through all the books of the Bible to Revelation. The same lie, they're just making up different stories with one lie. That lie is God. In the beginning, God, and in their end, God, in their middle, God, in everything about them, God. God is lie. God is the lie that have deceived the whole world. Verse 17. Then Jacob rose and set his sons and his wives on camels, and they carried away all his livestock and all his possessions which he had gained, his acquired livestock which he had gained in Padan Aram, to go to his father Isaac in the land of Canaan. Now Laban had gone to shear his sheep, and Rachel had stolen the household idols that were her father's. So Laban was worshiping idols, and Jacob never complained. Jacob never said, no, I'm not going to walk under idol worshiper. I'm serving a living God. But that's what they think about it about the other way. Laban was an idol worshiper, and Jacob served him. Then later claimed that it was God who took the properties away from, or riches away from Laban, and gave it to Jacob. Do you get what I'm saying? Huh? Laban was an idol worshiper. That's why you see believers today telling you that God can use the evil people to make you rich. That's why you see the evangelicals in America chose Trump, the most wicked millionaire or billionaire in America, to be their president. Although he was not a Republican before, but he knew they are the dumbest people you can buy in America, and they will follow you blindly. Say, even if he shot somebody, they will still vote for him. Is it not what you are seeing today? Or they are censoring that word. When you say, they say Trump never said that. Trump has been saying that. He's still saying that today. He's still making up wars where there's no war in America, just to send his people to be molesting other race, deporting other race. Why are they not arresting and deporting people from white countries? They are not doing that because they will have to deport themselves. Trump will deport himself too. His ancestors were immigrants in America. Verse 19. Now, okay, I have read it. Okay, sir. Verse 21. So he fled with all that he had. He arose and crossed the river and headed towards the mountains of Gilead. See what he said in verse 19. Now Laban had gone to shear his sheep, and Rachel had stolen the household idols that were her father's. So you can steal gods. You can steal idols. Every god is an idol. You can steal it. Verse 22. And Laban was told on the third day that Jacob had fled. Then he took his brethren with him and pursued him for 7 days. For 7 days' journey, Laban pursued Jacob, and he overtook him in the mountains of Gilead. But God had come to Laban the Syrian in a dream by night and said to him, Be careful that you speak to Jacob neither good nor bad. Laban was an idol worshiper. Jacob was the worshiper of God. And the same God that spoke to Jacob also spoke to Laban. If God could speak to both of them, why can't God speak to you and to those you call unbelievers? You don't need to preach your God to anybody. If your God is real, your God will speak to them the same way he spoke to you. If your God is speaking to you, your God also should be able to speak to others. Why are you doing the evangelism? Why are you doing the jihad? Why are you doing the crusades? Why are you doing the inquisitions? Why are you making the laws? Let your God speak to those people. You believe your God created everyone. Then why can't you let your God deal with them? Why are you the one dealing with them? Why are you going about judging and killing people in the name of your God? You're forcing people, everyone, to worship your God. If they don't worship your God, they deserve death. You will die first, idiot. Since you are afraid of dying, you will die first. Onye ọnwụ na-atụ egwu, ọ bụ onye ga-anwụrị ọnwụ. Nobody will die your death. Nobody has died for you. You will die for yourself. You must die, whether you like it or not. You're afraid of dying, you must die. Say, God say to him, be careful that you speak to Jacob, neither good nor bad. The same way, don't speak to us, neither good or bad. Don't speak to us. Be careful. Don't preach God to us. Verse 25. So Laban overtook Jacob. Now, Jacob had pitched his tent in the mountains, and Laban with his brethren pitched in the mountains of Gilead. And Laban said to Jacob, what have you done that you have stolen away unknown? You have stolen away unknown to me and carried away my daughters like captives, taken with the sword. I gave them to you after you labored. You know, you paid the bride price. Why are you living as if you conquered them in a war with a sword? Why did you flee away secretly and steal away from me? Jacob was not only a liar, he was also a thief. And not tell me, for I might have sent you away with joy and songs, with tremble, with timbrel and the harp. Worship the Lord with timbrels and harps. What other people made, use it to worship your God. Huh? And you did not allow me to kiss my sons and my daughters. Say your grandsons, they are not your sons. Say your grandsons and your daughters. Because your daughters only have one daughter. So who are the daughters Laban is talking about here? Oh, he's not talking about the granddaughter. He's talking about her daughters, Rachel and Leah. So why is he saying my daughters? He said, and you did not allow me to kiss my sons and my daughters. He was bisexual. Kiss. Who do you kiss? Where you came from, Igbo people, we don't kiss our parents. We don't kiss our children. We don't. It is foreign bullshit making us kiss. Kiss water. We are not birds. We are not animals. Now you have done foolishly in so doing. It is in my power to do you harm, but the God of your father spoke to me last night, saying, be careful that you speak to Jacob neither good nor bad. And now you have surely gone because you greatly long for your father's house. But why did you steal my gods? Why do you steal my gods? Gods can be stolen the same way they stole gods from Africa and gave you Yahweh, gave you Jehovah, gave you Allah. Although gods were forced on Africans, original people never worshipped any god. They only had themselves. Then Jacob answered and said to Laban, because I was afraid. Fear, fear, fear. Do you know that most of your visions and dreams are based on fear? Remember what Job said in the Bible? He said, what I have feared have come on me. Mhm. Your dream come true. The dream of your fear also comes through in your life. He said, because I was afraid, for I said, perhaps you will take your daughters from me by force. With whomever you find your gods, do not let him leave, him or her. It said, do not let it. Read Bible with your brain. That's the only way you can understand the Bible. Let me read it again, and you tell me if it makes sense. He said, with whomever you find your gods, do not let him leave. It's supposed to be, do not let him or her leave. That is Bible now. It's a story. In the presence of our brethren, identify what I have of yours and take it with you. For Jacob did not know that Rachel had stolen them. God did not reveal that to Jacob. He told Jacob to return to his father's house. Jacob's wife stole Jacob's father-in-law's idol or her father's idol. God did not reveal it to Jacob. God did not say anything against that. For those of you that believe God said, thou shalt not steal, wake up. Stealing is not a bad thing. The people that wrote thou shalt not steal are the thieves, the real thieves, the original thieves. They are the one that wrote the commandments of God, where they tell you thou shalt not steal. After they stole other people's land, they stood on the stolen land and they wrote for you, thou shalt not steal. If you steal, we will kill you. They're the one that taught Africans how to lock up somebody that steals, how to burn somebody alive for stealing, how to kill somebody for stealing. They're the one that taught Africans how to steal. They came and stole from Africans. Then under gunpoint, forced Africans to also steal for them, stealing their brethren for them, kidnapping their brethren for them. Then after they say, okay, they made you priest, they made you king. They say this is the commandment of the law. Nobody should steal. If anyone steal, it is your duty as a king. It is your duty as a father. It is your duty as a leader. It is your duty to kill that person. It is your duty as a priest to condemn that person. They are the real thieves. They are the one that stole from you and commanded you not to steal back what they stole from you. Understand the Ten Commandments. It has nothing to do with any God. That is a white man's playbook to keep you domicile, to keep you gullible, to keep you obedient. They stole from you and wrote for you, thou shalt not steal. And Laban went, verse 33, and Laban went into Jacob's tent, into Leah's tent, and into the two maids' tent. They're now supposed to be Jacob's wives, no longer maids. But he did not find them. Then he went out to Leah's tent and entered Rachel's tent. Now Rachel had taken the household idols, put them in the camel's saddle, and sat on them. And Laban searched all about the tent, but did not find them. And she said to her father, let it not displease my lord, that I cannot rise before you, for the manner of women is with me. And in search they did not find the household idols. Where was God? Why didn't God show them where Rachel was hiding the idols? Rachel lied to her father that she couldn't get up for her father to search under her where she was hiding the idols. He said because she was in her period. She used the manner of woman period, the monthly period, to lie. She knew the father would not check to see if she actually got period, because it is only male that chase Jacob. No woman followed to chase Jacob. They say, okay, you're a woman, okay, go search her. Okay, let your mother search her. Let your mother search you. But what I'm taking from here, God did not do anything. Laban was searching for his idols, that Rachel, the wife of Jacob stole. Jacob happened to be the one God chose. God allowed Jacob's wife to steal her father's household idols, sat on it. God did not reveal to Jacob where the idols were. God did not reveal to Laban where the idols were. But the same God spoke to Jacob in the dream, spoke to Laban in the dream. But when it comes to that idols stolen from Laban, God did not reveal that one. You have been suffering. God did not help you. When you succeeded, you say it is God who helped you to succeed now. That's why misfortune will continue befalling you, because you are lying to yourself, to others. Then Jacob was angry. The same way all you believers are angry at me today. Although you don't have facts, you are angry. Rachel stole the idols. It is written there. There's no justification for Jacob being angry or rebuking Laban, because Laban was right and Jacob was wrong. You can be wrong and getting angry at other people or rebuking them. You are wrong. Admit you are wrong. Then Jacob was angry and rebuked Laban, and Jacob answered and said to Laban, "What is my trespass? What is my sin, that you have so hotly pursued me? Although you have searched all my things." No, he did not. He did not search under Rachel. "What part of your household things have you found? Set it here before my brethren and your brethren, that you may judge between us. These 20 years I have been with you. Your ewes and your female goats have not miscarried their young, and I have not eaten the rams of your flock." Yeah, my grandmother's flocks also, none of them ever had miscarried. So what are you saying? Eh? Verse 39 or verse 38. Let me read it again. "These 20 years I have been with you. Your ewes and your female goats have not miscarried their young, and I have not eaten the rams of your flock. That which was torn by beasts I did not bring to you. I bore the loss of it. You required it from my hand, whether stolen by day or stolen by night. There I was. In the day the drought consumed me, and the frost by night, and my sleep departed from my eyes. Thus I have been in your house 20 years. I served for 14 years for your 2 daughters, and 6 years for your flock, and you have changed my wages 10 times. Unless the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had been with me, surely now you have sent me away empty-handed. God has seen my affliction and the labor of my hands, and rebuked you last night." God did not see any shit. God did not see anything. This idiot just narrated what he suffered serving this man, and at last he said that God was with him. He said the reason why he continued is because of the God of his father, Abraham, and the God and the fear of Isaac. Fear of father. I fear my father. Many of us are not progressing in life because we fear our father. Yes. Majority of us today, you are living by the fear of God and the fear of your father. You are not living your life. You are not free. Wake up. Wake up, Africans. Wake up, my people. There's no God anywhere. Stop fearing any God. All that afflictions you went through, all the labor of your hands, God did not show up. And no God will save you if any man want to kill you. No God will save you. You are the one that will save yourself. Wake up. Verse 43. "And Laban answered and said to Jacob, These daughters are my daughters, and these children are my children alive, and this flock is my flock. All that you see is mine. But what can I do this day? to these my daughters, or to their children whom they have borne. Now, therefore, come, let us make a covenant, you and I, and let it be a witness between you and me. So Jacob took a stone and set it up as a pillar. God cannot set up anything. It is people setting up everything in the name of God. And Jacob said to his brethren, gather stones. And they took stones and made a heap, and they ate there on the heap. Laban called it Jagar Sahaduta, but Jacob called it Gilead. And Laban said, this heap is a witness between you and me this day. Therefore, its name was called Gilead, also Mizpah, because he said, may the Lord watch between you and me when we are absent one from another. If you afflict my daughters, or if you take other wives beside my daughters, although no man is with us, see, God is witness between you and me. Very words of a stupid man, which God is witness. The same God that was watching you deceive Jacob, and the same God that watched Jacob deceive you. Both of you are deceivers. Both of you are liars. You change his wages 10 times. Now you're saying God be with you. The covenant of God be between me and you. If you do any harm to my daughters, if you take another wife beside them. Very selfish individual. Godly people are too selfish. They are too selfish in their dealings. Very selfish people. And that's why they tell you, be with your God, let me be with my God. They are selfish. My God, they are selfish. Mm. Say, no man is with us. See, God is witness between you and me. Which God? Although no man is with us. It is man who is with you always. God cannot be with you. When you are laying on that sick bed, who visits you? Not God, it's man. It's people. When you are hungry, who made the food available for you? It's never God, it is people. People are more important than God in reality. Wake up. Stop worshiping God. If you must worship, worship yourself. Then Laban said to Jacob, here is this heap, and here is this pillar which I have placed between you and me. This heap is a witness, and this pillar is a witness. This heap is a witness. Think about it. And this pillar is a witness that I will not pass beyond this heap to you, and you will not pass beyond this heap and this pillar to me for harm. Only time we come again, it will be for good, not for harm. God is not doing anything. We set that pillar up. We set that heap up to be witness. When you see it, oh, you remember our covenant. No God will remind you anything. Jesus said that when the Spirit of truth comes, he will put you in remembrance. He will remind you of things he thought it's a lie. If you didn't hear from Jesus, everything you hear about Jesus is a lie. If Jesus exists, you will hear directly from Jesus. Luke chapter 24, 36 to 43. Read it. Verse 53. The God of Abraham, the God of Nahor, and the God of their father judge between us. And Jacob swore by the fear of his father Isaac. I want to show you something here, and the majority Africans listening to this. Laban was the one invoking not only the God of Jacob, but also, not only the God of Abraham, but also the God of Nahor. God started with Abraham. Nahor was the father of Abraham, right? If I'm still right. So there was God of Nahor before God of Abraham. There was God of the father of Abraham before the God of Abraham. The father of God of Abraham is not the same with the father of God of Nahor. Think about it, you Africans who are claiming that Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah is your God. It's not. Yahweh is not the God of your father. Jehovah is not the God of your father. Allah is not the God of your father. You African, where is the God of your own father? I don't mean your Christian father. I don't mean your Muslim father. I don't mean your Jewish father. I don't mean your spiritual father. I don't mean your religious father. I mean your African father. No African father is a Christian. No true African father is a Christian. No true African father is a Muslim. No true African father is spiritual. No true African father is Jewish. No true African father is Hebrew Israelite. No true African father worship any foreign god or any god. Because true Africans are woke. They have no belief system. They are natural people living in nature. The God of Abraham, the God of Nahor, and the God of their father judge between us. Who was the father? Nahor was the brother to Abraham, right? Who was, he said, the God of their father. What was the name of the father of Abraham again? Let's go back to Genesis chapter, is it chapter 11? Let me see. Chapter 12? I think it's chapter 12 or chapter 11, right? It's chapter 11. Let me see if I'm still right. Chapter 11. Terah. So the father of Abraham was Terah, and father of Nahor was Terah. So Laban was also invoking the God of Terah, the father of Abraham, who initiated the journey to land of Canaan. It was not God's plan, original plan. It was not Abraham's plan to go to land of Canaan. Read Genesis chapter 11, 31 and 32 to see for yourselves. Terah was the father of Abraham who decided to go to Canaan land, the land flowing with milk and honey. It was not God's plan. So back to chapter 31, where we are. See, I show you in the Bible where it is, not just quoting it. Say the God of Abraham, the God of Nahor, and the God of Terah, their father, the father of Abraham and Nahor. Say, let that God judge between us. And Jacob swore by the fear of his father Isaac. Jacob swore by the fear of his father Isaac. Are you still not living by the fear of your father? What is the name of your father? If your father raised you, you are living in fear of that father. When you break from that fear, your father will have issue with you. When I broke from the fear of my father had issue with me until his death. And I'm happy it happened so. My father witnessed that I don't buy that idea of train up a child in the way he should go, that when he grow up, he will not depart from it. I departed from it while he's still alive. I did not wait until my father died before I say I don't believe in his God, in his Jesus, in his Christianity. I rejected everything that my father taught me in the name of God, in the name of spirit. I rejected them for myself. I came to myself and I reverted to Africa. That's why I'm woke African. I'm not just woke, I'm woke African. No one can curse me, no one can bless me. I am nature. Then Jacob offered a sacrifice on the mountain and called his brethren to eat bread. And they ate bread and stayed all night on the mountain. And early in the morning, Laban arose and kissed his sons and daughters and blessed them. Then Laban departed and returned to his place. Depart from God and return to yourself. Depart from Christianity, depart from Islam, depart from Judaism, depart from spirituality, depart from religion, and return to your place. Africans, nature is your place. God